and welcome to Strings and More, episode 30.
The big 3-0. Our podcast is getting old.
Oh no, that's not even middle-aged.
I know.
But yeah, Strings and More.
Yes,
I
welcome.
am Jaymie.
I am Shanna.
This is Shanna.
And we are podcasting from Patchogue, New York, coming at you. This is a podcast about knitting, spinning, bags, products, crochet, all that stuff. You know,
I like how
the
we
drill.
both look around while we're
I know, because we forget. We forget.
A little bit of everything, yarny.
Yeah, it was about all sorts of stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for joining us if it's your first time. Mm-hmm. And if you're a returning viewer, thanks for coming back. We played with the lighting a little bit today, so hopefully it's a little better than last week. And, yeah.
Yeah, we're sorry about that. Our
sorry.
lighting situation is not
Last
good.
week was like I was like losing my voice, and then the lighting situation, we didn't even play with it. And then I was editing, and I was like, oh my god, this is not so good. So it's better. It's better.
Yeah, we played with it a bit.
Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, right?
Have
Despite our issues.
Despite our
Thank
issues.
you for joining us.
Yes. So, yes. If you would like to find us and friend us on social media, we encourage you to do that because we want friends. You can find me as Lambstrings on Ravelry and Lambstrings Yarn on Instagram, Twitter, and Periscope. You can also find me, my beautiful hand-dyed yarns, I'm an indie dyer, at lambstrings.etsy.com. So go there. I got tons of new stuff every 2 weeks at least.
It's my turn.
It's a Jaymie turn.
So yeah, you can find me on Ravelry as JaymieM. Go be my friend. And on Instagram as LeslieJeanKnits. And you can find my hand-dyed yarn at LeslieJeanKnits.etsy.com. And I update. I can't talk.
It's
I
cool. You updated.
Rarely ever.
Well, when we do update, we usually post those notifications on Instagram. So make sure you're following both of us on there if you want to receive that information. We also have a Ravelry group.
Yes, we do.
So please come down to Ravelry and join our Strings and More podcast Ravelry group. We have a KAL going on right now, and we have a KAL coming up that we are going to talk about that we're super excited about. And yeah, that's where you can participate and win prizes and participate in discussions and all that jazz.
And you can watch us twice.
You can watch us twice. Right. For your viewing pleasure, we've put ourselves in twice in case you can't get enough.
I know, it just sounds like I see us.
I know. I'm always like, let's just sit like this. But it looks weird.
Yeah. Well,
I love you, but
right
it looks weird. I know. I'm drinking decaf green tea. Again, it's not bad. I got used to it. I've been drinking like 50 cups a day.
Probably why your stomach's still bothering you.
I know, probably. But anyway, so we'll probably talk about our weeks at the end. We did that last week. It worked out pretty well. So let's dive right in. We do a few things today, including some brand new projects, and brand new little adventures that we are doing. And yeah.
What do you want to start with?
Okay, so I'll start. As you can see, if you follow me on Instagram where you were watching the last podcast, I was working on the incredible custom fit Raglan by Pamela Costello. And you'll see that I'm actually wearing it. Like, who does that, right? I finished it. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to sit up a little bit. So, I finished it, and I put pockets. Put the pockets on there. Of course, you can see that instead of doing a raglan pullover, I did a open front cardigan, and I did follow her mathematical instructions. If you are interested in like designing your own cardigan or something like that, that is the pattern that you should be going to, because it's pretty much just a mathematical formula, and you put in your size, height, everything, and it just kind of like works out for you. So I did that, and I'm working with worsted weight yarn. It is Miss Babs Yowza in the Holy Calamity colorway. I did the ribbing, the not so ribbing or whatever in seed stitch. No, again, this is the fourth podcast. It's not seed stitch. Don't listen. It's linen stitch. It's linen stitch. So I did it in linen stitch. I kept the sleeves pretty, they're not very fitted. So I did some 2x2 ribbing at the end so that it kind of cinches it a little bit at my wrists. And I did some short rows in the back, so the back is a little longer. And then I did some pockets. I just decided at the last minute I was going to do some pockets because I had like a whole bunch left over. So I just did like some knit-in regular 4" by 4" pockets with the linen stitch at the top. And I'm super pleased. I love this. It's so comfy. I'm like,
it looks good.
I love it. Thank you. It needs to be worn with like a black
nice.
tank top or something. Like I had it on with some printed shirt the other day, and I was like, nope, black.
Too much.
It was just too much. But I'm very pleased with it. So you should go down there and give that pattern a try because it's very interesting. It's very interesting. You just do the math and it all works out.
It looks interesting.
Like it's supposed to.
It's really nice.
But that was my FO. That's my FO for the week. It's my only FO for the week.
And right? I have none, so that was quick.
I know, Jaymie was like, I don't really have any FOs.
I don't have any FOs.
Okay, no biggie. What, yeah, FOs, that was it. Boom.
Boom-ba-doom.
And you know what? I think a lot of our stuff is still in, like, the beginning stages, so we might not have an FO for, like, a little while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever, I say that. You'll probably have an FO next week.
No, not unless I, like, knit from morning till dusk.
Well, do it.
So, I did not work on my featherweight cardigan at all.
After last week, we were saying how much we loved it.
Yep, I did not work on it at all. Well, I didn't knit this week until yesterday, so today is Sunday. I didn't knit until Saturday. No, I didn't knit at all.
You just neglected your knitting.
Neglected my knitting.
You were like,
well,
I don't even care.
you know what happened? We started a new TV show.
Oh, no.
At night, so, like, I wasn't knitting at night. Like, usually that's we sit, we put on something, or Ron does homework, and I'll knit, which he's back in school again, so yeah, we won't be able to watch so much
right, I know.
at night
Seth
anymore.
Is doing homework a lot now, too.
Yeah, so I will be knitting more
what
at
did
night
you start
because
watching?
of that. Well, it's actually a show we had watched episodes of before. We had probably watched, like, 15 to 20 episodes of it, but totally out of order, just whenever we caught it on TV. Shameless.
I can't get into Shameless.
I love Shameless.
I've tried.
I love Shameless. So I think we finished the first season this week.
I just can't get on board with. I don't know. I've tried.
Yeah.
A few people have said like they swear by it.
I love it. And it's funny because we were sitting there watching it. We were like, well, we know this is going to happen to that person, and that's going to happen to that person because we watched like season. What are they up to 7? It was probably like season 4 or 5 that we had seen.
Right. So you know what's going to happen.
Or mixtures of a few of them, but it was later. Like they all looked older, and you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I just can't get into it. Maybe I'll try again. I don't know. I feel like I've tried so many times.
Oh well, I don't know. I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah.
They're shenanigans.
They're shenanigans.
But I enjoy that show a lot. So yeah. So I'm gonna blame my non-knittingness on Shameless.
Fine.
But I did knit yesterday, and I was very bad. Bad Jaymie. I guess on something new.
Oh yeah. If you follow Jaymie on Instagram, you saw that this morning. That like she big fat cast on something brand new.
Yep. Well, I went through.
I almost did too.
I almost went through January. We still have 2 days left.
I know.
January. I didn't even make it a month.
I almost made it.
Didn't I say I was going to finish everything before, like, I cast on something?
Yeah, but who does that? Everybody says that.
Yeah,
nobody does that. I mean, I'm sure there are people out there who do
my
that.
mom did those. So, I cast on, I don't even know the name of this sweater. On
you
the beach.
Did?
Yeah.
Why didn't you cast on that one?
I don't know.
Oh my god. You're so all over the place, this lady.
I am. I cast on the beach by Isabell Kraemer. Except I'm going to do it in solid. I'm not going to do the stripes. I'm going to do a solid color.
Is that the worsted weight version?
Yes. No, sport.
Sport. Did you cast it on in that stuff I like this?
Yes.
Yes! I love this color. Show them this color.
This color.
I'm like, don't show them.
So I've got, I don't have much done. I've got that much done. Can you see it?
Bring it up close. See if that works.
There we go. Like what? Like 3 inches? I've got about 3 inches done.
Yeah.
2.5, 3 inches.
It's,
Knit picks.
Yeah, what color is that?
It's midnight, is it? Midnight Heather.
Yeah, I want that color.
You can't tell. It just looks navy blue on here.
Yeah. It's got like
you could kind of look. You could kind of see the green in it.
Yeah, there's like a teal tint. Of course there's going to be green. If anything Jaymie shows you, there's going to be green in it.
A little bit.
If it's purple, it's probably got green in it. Yeah, you can sort of see. It's got like a teal tint to it. It's like a cool navy blue. Yeah. Like, so cool it wears sunglasses.
But it is a very pretty color. It's wool of the Andes Sport I'm using.
Yeah.
In Midnight Heather.
It's surprisingly soft.
It is.
It's not superwash, right?
I think it is. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, I know. It's I don't know, Knit Picks. I kind of like their yarns.
I like the yarns too. You know what? They're cheap.
I have to bring in
nice. Am I effing this up?
A sweater I did, the Elwyn cardigan that I designed. I did that in Knit Picks. Maybe I'll bring that next week. So good.
I did that one. It's in there.
Oh yeah, that's right. We'll talk about it next week because we both have it.
Yeah.
So that'll be perfect.
And I got my little snitch markers on it.
Yeah.
They're so cute. I got them from Bijou Garden.
That's right.
Bijou Garden Gifts.
Bijou Garden Gifts.
So I follow her on Instagram, so if you follow me, you can find her.
Yep.
Or you can just type it in.
She recently had a giveaway, too.
Yeah, she did.
She does giveaways, you guys.
So I got those from her. And yeah, so it's knitting up really quick. I actually haven't spent a lot of time on it at all, but it's on size 8s with the sport weight yarn, so it gives it more of like a more drapey.
Yeah.
It's not so tight.
Yeah, that's nice.
And it's knitting quick.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
It's Isabell Kraemer, and she has like the gift of drape.
Yes.
In her stuff.
I love her stuff.
The gift of drape.
I just wanted something simple that I could just knit and not think about it, and this is just all plain stockinette.
Exactly.
Straight through. So,
that's this.
As opposed to this sweater I'm going to start soon, which is 10 million cables.
Yep. You know what though? You have to have 2 projects like that. I feel like I did the same thing.
It's this one.
Oh yeah, Jamie's gonna do that one. We'll talk about that one later too.
10 million cables. Look at all those cables.
I have to find a picture and put it up too. Cause,
that's not a good picture of it.
Yeah, it's a black and white. But yeah, I the same thing with this. Like this was straight knit, and I was very happy doing the straight knit. But I wanted something with cables.
You know, no matter how intricately you can knit, like no matter what the lace you could do and the cable things, it's always nice to just mindless.
Yes.
Yeah, have something to mindlessly knit
sort
on.
of, I mean, paying attention to shaping and everything else, but like mindless is nice, and mindless like not a scarf. Mm-hmm. Okay. I am still working on my Madewell. By Hohi Locatelli, and I did a few inches on it. No, I didn't. I did like 2 inches on it. What am I saying?
A couple.
I did a couple of inches. Jesus Christ.
Don't say me in the
I'm sorry. It's upside down, but those are the sleeves. Ta-da. Maybe like 2 inches. Again, mindless knitting, It's not bad. I'm doing this on size 4 Chiagu interchangeable lace knitting needles. And I love them. They've been, I don't know if like I'm just knitting rough, but like they've been kind of like starting to come off. Like they've been starting to twist. So I just have to tighten them. No big deal. But other than that, I gotta tell you, I love these needles. It's like all I'm using right now. I have 3 sets of interchangeable needles, and I'm only using these because they're great. So, yeah, it's in Lambstrings yarn Tralala sock. It's 25% superwash. No, I do this every time too. It's 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. Regular old sock yarn in the Voodoo colorway, which I really love. Voodoo.
Voodoo.
And I brought along, because I didn't show it last week, I brought along the Aurora colorway in my mini that I'm going to do the elbow patches in, because this sweater has elbow patches. So I think that'll look good together.
It'll look good.
Yeah. The purple that I use to do one of the dye baths for in this yarn is the same purple I used to speckle this. So they're meant to go together, basically. Yeah, I'm really excited. I want the Madewell to be done, though. Not that I'm not enjoying it. I'm very much enjoying it. It's just that I want to cast on 3,000 things now. Right now.
Have to make all the things.
You have to make all the things. And we are going to have to make all the things because we have exciting news.
Exciting.
Yeah. Are you working on anything else?
No.
Really?
Well, I'm working on a lot of things, but that's the only thing I made this week.
That's the only thing you did this week?
Yeah, that's the only thing I did this week. I could talk about what I plan to do the week coming up. I think I'm going to make myself a knitting to-do list for the week and say, I have to do this to this point. Kind of like a checklist, I suppose. Inspiration to want to do it, kind of.
You can just use your Ravelry queue or your Ravelry page.
Yeah, right, and keep track of things now.
Yeah, no.
I've got nothing else. Yeah, I didn't work on anything else.
I'm a writer. I put stuff in Ravelry, and I update it rarely. But I'm better when I write stuff down to do. I want to make a to-do list. That's more my speed.
A knitting to-do list?
A knitting to-do list, yeah. All right, well, I have one more whip, and then we have other stuff to talk about. But I am still working on my Agathis hat. Oh, yeah, you can see the cables a little better this time. Sorry about it washing out, you guys. It's the lighting is just, we just can't get, I gotta buy new lights. And I will. But, yes, this is by Agatis Smektala.
We really got washed out there.
Yeah, and it takes a second to, readjust to us. But yeah, this is my cable project for this week. And, yeah. Still working on it. It's exciting. So I think I started this, I cast this on last year, I think, and then did I? Oh, I don't even know.
I don't remember.
I don't even know. I cast this on last year. So technically, this is part of our Free the Needles KAL, which we are hosting. Hello. And Jaymie did nothing to participate in it this week.
No, not this week.
For shame. Anyway, if you are interested in freeing your needles of your 2016 projects, do so, and then come on down to our Ravelry group and throw it in our FO thread. Please join.
We've gotten FOs from a lot of people.
So many people are finishing projects. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of our viewers.
You're doing such a good job.
I know, and some of these projects are really, really great. So, again, we're not going to go over there are rules for this Free the Needles KAL. They are posted, the first thread in the FO thread, so you can go down to our Ravelry group and check the rules there. But it is a competitive KAL, so we are not picking random numbers. You must be in it to win it and finish all the stuff.
Be ruthless. Be
ruthless. Finish your sweaters. Finish your shawls. Everything is worth a certain amount of points. So please go down there and do that. We are ending this KAL on March 31st. It started the first day of the year, so it's a 3-month long, so you have plenty of time to throw all sorts of projects in there.
You can work on whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
A little bit on each at a time, or if you want to just plow through one item at a time.
Yep.
However you want to do it.
Yes. So we want to thank everybody for joining, and make sure that you are hashtagging on Instagram and Ravelry with the Free the Needles KAL, because we want to see what people are working on. So, yay. I got 4 points for this, even though I can't win. But I have to make some headway, right?
Yes.
Actually, I think my Madewell is part of it. I cast that on last year, not this.
Well, Madewell, yeah, you definitely cast on last year.
I'm telling you, people, it is kicking my butt. I would not have picked this back up probably for a long time if I wasn't free.
Well, I'm glad you did. I like it. It came out really nice.
Thank you. I'm glad I did too, because it was a fun knit. I had to like discover my love for it, if you will.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. So, yes.
Acquisitions.
Yes, let's talk about acquisitions.
I've got little ones. Actually, they're both from my mom. So she went to A.C.Moore and she found some new pom-poms. So she gave me one. So this is my first furry pom-pom.
You're going to love it.
Yay.
I think I have like 1,000.
Isn't it cute?
Yeah.
So she gave me
And I
that.
have them with me
She
too.
bought 2. She's going to make Anna a hat and put one on top of it. And she's like, do you want one? I was like, I'll take one. Pom-poms.
But do. And that one's like super fuzzy.
I know,
That's
it
going
is.
to be really
It's
fun.
like, ah!
Yeah, we were saying last week, I was saying last week. Yes.
The elastic.
The elastic. You know, the pom-poms that you buy, I wish that I had one with me. That was poor planning. But I had a few from the Bernat. Bernat has faux pom-poms. You can get them on Amazon. They're anywhere from like $4 to like $8, I think. It's on one of my hats, an aubergine one.
Sorry.
So boring. I think, I forget when I put it on one of the hats that I made. I put it on my quadri hat. And when I had purchased it, it doesn't say anything about like the attachment on it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got it in, it was regular pom pom, and then it came with like these long, thin like strings on the end, which I guess it makes it easy for you to like sew it through. But I did not like them. I just did not like them. I also felt like if I wanted to remove the pom pom, I'd have to cut it, and then I could never put it on anything else. Like if the style goes. If the fad goes out of style, or if I just want to change the color of it, I could remove it, but I could never sew it on anything else. Those strings are never going to be long enough. So what Jamie's talking about is it's the same thing that's on my pom pom. Is that it's a keychain really? It's like a Michael Kors knockoff keychain, and then it has this elastic piece on it. So you just kind of take the metal piece off and just thread right through the elastic, and then if you ever want to use it again or take it off, you're not going to ruin the piece that it comes on. I just find it to be it's just a better option. Mm-hmm. And don't get me wrong, I like those Bernat ones. They have like natural mink looking ones. They're so cool. But I just don't like the attachment on them. So that's going to be I love that one has like long furs.
Yeah, it's so fluffy.
Yeah. If you are near an A.C.Moore, go in there. They're like 2 for $10 or something. And they're just like on keychains. So, easy peasy. Boom. Ooh, pom-pom crazy.
We are.
I like that acquisition. I'm so glad you got a pom-pom. Yay!
Yay!
What else did you get?
Well, should we talk about our new knit-along first?
Oh, that's for the new knit-along.
For the new one, yeah.
Yes. So, we have some exciting news. We have a couple of exciting things to talk about that are in the works for the Strings and More podcast. One of them is a new knit-along that we mentioned earlier. We are collaborating with Kirsten from the Knitting a Love Song podcast. Hi, Kirsten. And we are going to do a KAL together. Kirsten actually used to live here.
Yeah. She
lived in this town. I forget when she said she moved. She is now podcasting and living and knitting in New Orleans.
Yeah. And
she's also a yarn dyer. So she contacted us and she was like, hey, would you guys be interested in doing a collaborative knit-along? And we were like, yeah. And she said, you guys decide, not to tell, she didn't tell us to decide, but she was like, oh, do you have any ideas? And, yeah, we were talking about it last week. Yeah. We totally want to knit a Lisa Mutch shawl. Not the same one, but we were very interested in doing Lisa Mutch designs. Mm-hmm. So, Jaymie contacted Kirsten and asked her if she would be interested in doing something like that, a Lisa Mutch-along. And Kirsten said, heck yes. So that's what we're going to do. I'm really excited. This is my first Lisa Mutch project.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah. So that KAL is going to start on February 11th.
Yes, February 11th.
February 11th. So you have plenty of time to pick your yarn and project. It could be any project.
She has sweaters, she has hats, shawls all over the place.
Beautiful shawls. She's got tons of stuff. So we are going to open a thread in our Ravelry group for chatter and for FOs. For our thread, we encourage you to do as many Lisa Much projects as you want. Do we know how long this is going on for?
I think we said 2 months.
2
We're
months.
going to do it for 2 months.
Okay. All right, so that works. So February 11th,
April 11th.
April 11th. It's going to end April 11th. So you have 2 months to do whatever. Do as many as you want for our thread. And for Kirsten's rules, you can visit her Ravelry group when she opens that up, when she opens up that thread. Or just go watch her podcast, you guys. You should totally be watching her podcast. She's adorable. Super adorable. And she's a fellow Long Islander. Yeah. She's a fellow Patchoguian, which is amazing. How weird.
I know, right?
Right? So, but I want to talk about it again, even though you might have seen it last week.
Yeah, we'll talk about what we're doing for it.
Yeah, because we're way too excited. I'm so excited, I can't speak. I'm like, we're it's like crazy excited over here. Crazy excited over here. It's getting dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. So Jaymie and I are both doing shawls on February 11th by Lisa Much. I'm going to do the Surge shawl. With these two lovely colors. Into the World on the bottom there, which I picked up at Vogue Knitting Live. This is their regular sock base, same as mine. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. In the Horse with No Name colorway, which is actually showing up a little bit better than it was last week. Little purple, little blue, little gray, little brown. And my charcoal skein from Beaver Slide Dry Merino Goods, which is showing up very accurately. Charcoal. Boom! Surge! I'm a little late to the surge party, but I don't care.
I'm going to do the Tremble shawl.
Which looks almost the same.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, almost the same.
And I'm going to do it in these, my Into the World green sock yarns that I got from Vogue Knitting. That I got specifically for that shawl.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited. I can't wait. Yay!
Yep. And so it was funny because last week we were like, we're going to cast these on right away. And now we can't. Now we have to wait.
Yeah.
So February 11th, you guys, mark your calendars. Mark your calendars. I'm so excited. And we're going to have prizes, of course.
Yes.
We have something, another one of Jamie's acquisitions, that we are going to give away as a prize for this KAL, along with others that we don't have with us right now. But that's okay. Crinkle, crinkle.
Crinkle, crinkle. We have another Mrs.Browns Bag.
We do. This one's like super colorful,
yeah,
too.
This one's a neon one.
Again, and I don't know, I think it's either Yarn Ink, the swatch that she used for that.
I can't remember.
I can't remember either, but it's super awesome. I love that color a lot.
It's a bright one.
Yeah.
Our last one that we gave away was very purpley.
Yeah.
And this one is like neon. You really get the yellowy green in there.
Yeah.
Like the highlighter. The highlighter yellow.
Yeah. And we'll have more. There's going to be more.
Yeah. But this is just one thing I've already got.
Yeah.
So you guys can see it. You will win this bag. By Mrs. Brown.
Go to her podcast. Go to her Ravelry group. Go to our Ravelry group. We're going to open a chatter thread soon, I think.
Soon, yeah.
Yeah, so we can just do some discussions about that. I'm so excited.
You guys can prepare for what you want to do.
Yes, we're giving you plenty of time, so don't miss it. Don't miss it. And don't cast it on yet. I know you want to. We want to. I might just wind the yarn for fun.
Yeah, right. Have it all nice and ready.
Yeah, yeah. It's like smelling food before you eat it, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I've got it set up downstairs. We can just go down and wind it
We
up.
should just wind it. Just get those aromas. Get those aromas going. So, I have really exciting news. More really exciting news. If you are a frequent follower of our podcast, you know that we are absolutely 100% obsessed with You So-and-So bags.
Yep.
Like, Everybody gets a You So-and-So bag. A You So-and-So bag for you.
Where are
And a You
mine?
So-and-So bag for you. Oh, I think that's all actually I have with me.
Where are mine?
I don't know. We're not making it sound like we're very obsessed, but we seriously are.
I have like 10 million of them. Where did
Right?
they all go?
I don't know.
Are
I
they
have
all
2 at the
downstairs?
house that have projects in
one?
them that I haven't touched in a while. Yeah, that. Hello.
But I have like another one somewhere. I don't know.
Anyway,
it's
whatever.
something.
This fits in the frame right now.
Yay.
So, the wonderful and lovely and talented Sarah from You So-and-So. There it
It
is.
was hiding.
I don't think that we have enough. Sarah contacted me and asked if I would like to do a collaboration with her. So I said no. No. Of course, I was like, yes, oh my God. So Sarah and I are going to do a bag/sock yarn kit that's going to be available at the end of February. You know, right now it's going to be available at the end of February. And we talked about a few designs. And we came up with one, so I got the bags in the mail, and she lovingly sent one to Jaymie as well. So Sarah, you're amazing, and they're jumbo bags. Are you guys ready?
The sweaters.
Are you guys ready to see these adorable bags that are going to be available for kits at the end of February? They're
adorable.
dancing whales, and look at the inside. The inside is like this awesome yellow fabric. With like these, they're like little urchins.
Thank you.
Isn't that adorable? And they're jumbo.
Look at that.
This is the cutest little bag. It's going to be, so we're shooting for the end of February for these to be available. I have yarn soaking at home right now. I pretty much know what I'm going to do for the yarn, but I haven't dyed it all up yet. As of right now, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so it's a new little zipper pull that she
That's so cute.
and it says En el Amor encuentro la paz, which she told me what it meant. It meant like something, you might know what it means actually if you understand that. Freaking adorable. It's totally adorable. I can't wait to make these available. As of right now, we discussed we're going to have 20 kits available, ready to ship. And there's going to be 10 jumbos and 10 large. And different price points, obviously. So, yeah, look for that. I'm really excited. This is my first collaboration with a bag maker. So, I'm really excited. It's like a good adventure.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
Thank you so
and
much.
I love the inside. I love that the inside, that like little peak of yellow. It's so cool.
It goes really well with it.
Yeah. 2 pockets, zipper pulls. And my first jumbo bag from her, like, I've been saying I want a jumbo bag forever. And she was like, yeah, I'm going to send you a jumbo bag, girl. Is that adorable or what?
So sweet. Oh, you didn't have to
This
send me
is
a
the
bag.
cutest.
Thank you. I'm
Shit.
not complaining.
No. I know, when she told me she sent you a bag, I was like, I'm not going to say anything to Jaymie right away.
Aww.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm so excited about these. And so make sure you're following You So-and-So on Instagram. Go down there, go to her shop, make a wish list of stuff. She has a point system that she does where you buy things and you earn points, and then those points buy you like either free shipping or coupons or whatever on her items. So it's worth it, you guys. You need to go down there. And follow me on Instagram and her on Instagram for updates on these kits. Because I might give sneak peeks of those yarns.
Oh, hell, I'll probably share it on my Instagram, too.
I know, everybody's going to be sharing it. But this is so cute. This is perfect for, like, early...
It feels so summery.
It feels so summery.
Like, it's
exactly.
making me, like... I
want to go to the beach.
I
right?
want the summer to come now. I
Yeah.
want sun.
So, yeah, so I think by February, when people will be
Aw.
receiving them in March, you know, I think that that's, like, the perfect time to...
Spring is
Spring
coming.
is coming, and these are perfect. So,
It's so
I'm
cute.
so excited. I'm so excited. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you so much. Aw.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Isn't that
so
cute?
nice.
And, like, this fabric has, like, a little bit of, like, speckle to it.
Yeah, I was looking at that before.
I'm going to pull really, really close. Like, you see all those kind of, like, charcoaly little speckles between the bubbles? I think this yarn is going to have some speckle, you guys. It's going to have some speckle in it. That's for show.
Right? So cute.
I know. I can't wait to put a giant sweater in here. New projects. Gotta have new projects.
We need to cast on something new now.
That's right. That's right.
Aw.
Right?
That was so sweet.
I know. I love you so-and-so. I love you so-and-so so much. It's crazy. I can't get enough of it. Just can't get enough of it. Let's talk about what we're going to do next. Like, you cast it on that. You want to talk about your Morning Ramble cardigan? Yeah. Our next projects that are going to be on the needles. I want to talk about that.
This will actually probably go in this bag now.
Yeah, that'll be perfect. Because it's huge.
Yeah, it's going to be
That's
huge.
great.
I'm actually going to make 2 of these.
You're crazy.
I'm going to make one for my mom.
Oh my god.
So I have to buy her yarn for. I told her to look at the yarn and pick something out. But Shannon will find a better picture of this for you guys.
I'll put it up.
So it's by Geoffrey Honeycutt. And I hope I pronounced that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. It was on the cover of the new Knit Picks magazine.
Yes, that's right.
Crazy cables.
Yeah.
And my mom, she texted me, she's like, I bought you a pattern that I want you to knit for yourself.
Sure.
She's like, I got that pattern for you so you can knit it for yourself. I said, okay. And jokingly said, you going to buy the yarn for me too? And then she did. So she got me, she did. She got me, what colorway was this? Shire Heather. She got me Wool of the Andes in Shire Heather. So you can see it's like a brownie green.
Yeah, that's coming up pretty good.
Heathered yarn. It's very pretty. My kind of color.
Yeah.
So she got me a whole bunch of this because it takes a lot.
Yeah.
And
How many yards is that? Okay, so I looked at the color number and I was like, oh my god, but that's not it. 14 skeins of 110 yards. Let's do that in our heads.
You could go through it in your head.
No, I'm good.
It's that much.
It's that much. That's a lot for an extra small.
Yeah.
Which is what you'll probably wear the extra small.
I'm doing the extra because it's a 38-inch chest measurement. So
for an extra small?
For the smallest size on here, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's big for a small.
Mhm.
I guess they want you to like wrap.
It's probably got some
it.
positive ease to it.
Okay, it's got a.
I don't remember. I'm trying to remember the picture.
Big for an extra small.
But all the cables well, no, that's just gonna throw off your gauge.
No, it's. Yeah, oh, you know what? The cables. No, you're right.
Yeah, because that's just going for yardage.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of yardage for it, but it's because of all the cables.
True. You guys, you guys know that when you do a sweater or a cardigan and it has cables in it, I forget how many cables, I forget what they say. It's like a certain amount of cables or one cable, certain size cable will take up 10% of your knitting. So if you are 32 inches and they're telling you, this many cables, or you want to put a certain amount of cables, you have to make up for that. You know, you have to know that it's going to eat up like a certain percentage of your sweater and that it might not fit all the way. I learned that the hard way. I designed a sweater a long time ago that I never put on Ravelry, and I put tons of cables in it, and I did the gauge to the knit stitch. And I did cables, and then I think like I was able to get it to like here. And I was like, oh, all those cables just like ate up all my inches. So keep that in mind, because I didn't, and I made a whole sweater, and I can't wear it. I could recycle the yarn, but I'm just too lazy. I'm way too lazy. It had like short rows, and it was bottom up, and no.
Yeah, and the instructions for this, it's crazy. It's like 20 pages right here.
Is it how many?
I don't know. How many pages are you? That's upside down. I don't think I need that.
That sure is. Oh, man. That's upside down, too.
16 pages.
16 pages.
Yeah, what did you do, Ma?
Laura, you ruined the whole thing. This is like some in-depth, like stone cutter pullover type.
I think she
cables.
writes it all out, and she has
the charts.
The charts. So
which is
you feel better doing.
Which is good to know that she makes both of those available. I'm a chart person. I'm a chart knitter.
It depends what I do.
Yeah.
Like, for shawls, I like the charts.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, for sweaters and stuff, I usually follow... I've done both.
Yeah.
I don't know, I've done both.
I'm always curious as to, why people prefer certain things. Like, I'm very visual, so I like the chart.
I think I prefer reading it a little better. Like, I prefer
You're a reader.
Yeah.
I don't prefer that because I get confused as to where I am. If there's too many, like, knit one slip marker, I get confused as to which one I'm on because I'll do it, like, to look back and forth. I'm better with the charts.
See, I get confused going through the chart unless I have, like, something like, and I'm sliding along. Like, on the paper, like
a ruler.
Yeah,
That's
I have
funny.
to, like, cover, and, like, I have to have a paper on the bottom going up each row when I finish a row, so I can't see anything below because I'll forget where I am.
You also do chart. You, like, make yourself charts and mark off.
Because I won't remember.
Yeah, I just, like, I put a pen mark on the row I'm on. Okay, it should be, and I do this a lot. I use a pen or a marker, and I mark it, and then when I go back to it, I can't erase it. So I'm always having, like, then I'll start to write the dates on it, like, you know, or, like, I'm like, oh, you should just use a pencil, and I never do. I'm always like, I just had the marker, so I'm like, whatever. How many more sittings could I possibly need on this?
See, I have, like, say the pattern says, you know, you have to increase this row, and then say the next row is a per row. Repeat those two, a per row? Is that what it is?
I did. Is that like a churro?
Yeah, churro. A per row.
Per row.
But anyway, like, it'll say, like, repeat rows 1 and 2 16 times or whatever.
Yeah, I
have
marks.
to continuously mark it on this piece of scrap paper each row, or else I will
No, but, like,
lose
and
count.
I do that. I do, like, the,
you tally. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called a tally. I call it, like, the days in jail. You know, they write on the wall on the 5. I do that. But I've seen, like, your papers, and, like, I've seen you do, like, you, like, make numbers, and then you do the dots, and then you just cross them out.
Well, no, it depends what it is.
Yeah. Like, I've seen you do that, and I'm like, no, just put a pencil,
I
put a marker.
have a whole system.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Well, any minute one of the kids could be like, hey, Mimi,
That's true.
And then, like, I'm like,
that's true.
I forget everything. I've done it.
True. Yeah.
Ron is turned and talk to me while I'm knitting, and I'll be like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I go, and I'm like,
Or I pick up something with a bunch of cables and I start a totally different row.
Yeah.
And I don't notice until 5 rows in. And I'm like, damn it, I was so not on that row. Oh my God, first world knitting problems, you guys. It's first world knitting problems. I think next I'm going to cast on Tpct, which is a cropped, short-sleeved pullover by Teresa Gregorio, I think. She is the designer behind Canary Knits. And I'm going to do that in my Backyard Fiberworks Blackberry MCN. And I'm going to stripe in occasionally some of this black. So I'm really excited about that.
That's going to come out cool.
Yeah. So I don't think, I was saying last week, I don't think that I have enough yarn to do a 3/4 sleeved, which is what I want to do. But if I stripe this in every now and then, I might get away with it. So you could see where she has put short rows in the front, so that it's going to knit kind of like this, and I think that would be a good spot, like by the collar, for striping this in, so that it kind of does this, and also for the sleeves. So that's going to be my next cast on. And I'm really excited. This is my first pattern by Teresa Gregorio, or this is my first pattern by Canary Knits. I hope I'm saying her last name right. She is, a little bit about her. She is a Canadian-based designer and knitter, and she is a super short girl. And she is doing something called the Tpct project, in which you go to her website. I think you can still fill out the survey. It explores the design elements and modifications for knitting for petite people, which is really interesting to me and should be to you too. If you are petite,
You calling me short?
yeah. Technically, I was reading some of her material on it, and she was saying that technically, if you are 5'4" height or lower, shorter, you're considered petite no matter what size you are in any other direction. And she was expressing that it's very difficult to modify patterns that are made for people who are 5'10", which it is. It totally is. Mm-hmm. Isabell Kraemer and, some of our favorite designers are taller. So when they say to knit a cardigan to 22 inches, I'm like, I can't, because that's going to go like by my knees. You know, if I want it to fall by my butt, let's say a cardigan, I can't knit it to 22 inches. I have to knit it to 17 inches or 16 and a half inches and then block it. The problem you run into when you're doing things like that is that if it's a straight knit, you should have no problem. But if there are design elements in the sweater, you're going to crop them or lose them.
If the sweater's like this.
If the sweater's tapered, and you're going to get
be in the wrong areas.
They're going to be in the wrong spots. It's frustrating. Some patterns are easily modified and some are not. Some you kind of just have to forego. I've done sweaters where I just forego the fitted look. Like I just forego any shaping because I don't know where to put them within the cabled design that's available to you. Shoulders, arm openings, things like that are difficult. So she is interested in exploring how to modify those things to make it easier for petite people to knit any garment. And she's in the process of doing that. And I think that's super interesting because nobody's really ever like delved into that before.
Yeah.
You know, in a real way. So if you are a fellow shorty, go to Canary Knits website. I'll put that up and fill out her survey on it. And she said she's gonna do videos and articles, and she's doing a lot with it. And I think it's important because who wants to lose all those really cool design elements because
you're short.
You're short because you're short, you know, or you know bust, you know, hips, things like that. And when you're short and you have wider hips, it's just difficult. It's just difficult. And you have to know a lot about knitting yourself to modify it or to just like enjoy some of the patterns.
Yeah.
You know, that are available that you want to knit. So good for you, Teresa, if you're watching. I support. Jaymie and I are both like 5'1".
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know we look like normal people
on here,
but we're super short. Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay. And all of our sweaters are short. Because we're short.
So I have to say, I've got the problem. I've got the hip problem. I always go up a size, like, because I'm little here.
Okay, so Jaymie is like super tiny in this area. I mean, not that you guys can't see it. Your hips aren't big.
See, on here I don't think I look that tiny, but yeah, like my upper body is tiny.
Yeah.
And then my hips are bigger. So I always have like if I pick a size, like, you know, and just want to do that one size, I've got to go bigger. I never modify things. I always go the size bigger.
Though. Like
so
you could
fit my hips.
You could like start an extra small, you know, and then
go to a small.
And then go to a small. It's just that you have to do that math, which is fine. You could do that math.
If I wasn't so lazy, I could probably figure it out.
I think that's what it is.
Like this sweater. Ask me, did I do a swatch? No, I didn't check gauge. Who does that?
But those are the types of things that she like how to do that. Those are the types of things that she wants to delve into. So I think that's interesting. So we're just noticing how dark it got.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's only like 4. Is it 4 yet? 4:42. Oh my god. That went really fast.
You know, and we would. Today is Sunday. We always podcast on Saturdays, and we've been doing such a good job in the morning, or you know, in the early afternoon. But today you went to your mother's house, so she was like, "Oh, just come over at like 2 or 3," and I said, "Yeah, sure." And I came at 2:30, and we really would podcast right away, and now it's late. Whatever. I have a shop update, or my next shop update will probably be sometime this week. It's going to be really, really small. But I did want to show you guys. I knew you would. From last week, I showed the mini skein sets that I had made available in the shop, and I want to say thank you to those who made it such a success. They went really fast, so they're gone. But one of the colors in the mini skein set, I was at that time drying up. So these will be available, and I think I'm going to try to get them on a couple of different bases. But so far I have the Wrath colorway coming into the shop at some point this week. I should just show this one. I hope it's not getting blown out too badly, but it's a speckled colorway. beautiful. And I'm going to have some of my stitch marker sets available. These are all snag-free, handmade glass bead crystal stitch markers. These are the ones, if you've ordered from me before, you know you get a free one attached to my business card when you order. And this will be a set of 10, like that. It'll be a set of 10. I have quite a few different colors. And so those will be made available at some time in the next update as well. That's it. I don't have much in the way of shop updates. I am currently dyeing up some more mini skein sets, so those will be available at some point. But they go fast. So if you see a mini skein set on Instagram that you like, you need to go down to the shop and just get it, because they fly out. They really fly out. We have a thread in our Ravelry group about what to do with your scrap yarn slash mini skeins. I think that when people say scrap yarn, I think mini skeins are getting caught up in that now too.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, because everybody's
about
doing
the same yardage.
It's the same yard. I mean, really, it is. Most people are doing the Cozy Memories blanket. I know you're doing the crochet Cozy Memories blanket. But that one that goes back and forth, you know, you're supposed to be using your scrap yarn for it, and people are buying mini skeins.
Yeah, just for
it. But we had expressed a long time ago that we were not interested in doing the Cozy Memories blanket, even though you started it.
Yeah, well, I like granny squares.
That's true. We put in there a thread so that you guys can come down and express your ideas on what to do with your scrap yarn as well. And aside from all the blankets and stuff, I really haven't seen a lot of projects that were made for scrap yarns. People come down, they have great ideas. You can do like, they're great for color work, mini skeins or scrap yarn, little toys, little projects. But I wanted to mention that the lovely ladies, Debbie Reese and Amy from the Periscoping Sisters, designed a mini skein shawl, like a scrap yarn shawl. And it's awesome. It's a knit design. So it's called the Free the Minis shawl. You can look that up if you're interested in doing something other than the blankets or toys or anything like that. It kind of looks like the scrap blanket, but it's a shawl. It's really kind of cute. And you can get mini skein sets and plan a design for that. Just saying. So I'm going to put that up. Anyway, we have a few more minutes. So, how was your week?
How was my week? I had ups and downs. Well, as you guys probably know if you've watched from the beginning, we have a fish pond out in the backyard.
Yeah.
So we had a little issue with a bird this week.
Well, not just any bird.
No. A great blue heron visited our pond and ate 2/3 of our fish. We had koi. We had some big koi. Well, they were getting big. Now they're not going to get any bigger. So
how is that sad, though?
It's so sad.
You guys named them and everything.
Caleb was crying.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he was crying.
What did Anna say?
She didn't care.
Anna is like...
She was just like, she was like, there's a bird that ate our fish. She didn't, I don't know, I guess she felt no emotional attachment to the fish. Caleb apparently did, which was,
well,
I didn't.
Caleb does. He's like that. He's that kind of kid.
He is more like that,
yeah.
But, so he cried a little. I had to hug him, but he's okay.
And your husband was pissed.
Yeah, he was so mad. The damn bird ate our 2 favorite fish. We had 2 koi. The first 2 we ever bought, they got to about...
They got
probably
big.
Like this big. They got to about almost a foot. It ate them.
Yummy, yummy.
I mean, you would think that, like, a fish that big, a bird wouldn't eat, but the great blue heron was bigger than my daughter.
Yeah.
So yeah, it swallowed those puppies down, apparently.
So after that, Ron did some research on the blue heron, and he was, like, trying to come up with ideas or reading on how to thwart them away.
Yeah. Because, you can't hurt. No. It didn't know.
No.
It was so fish. It was like, dinner.
No.
Or breakfast, rather.
But upon reading all of that, he was reading that, like, they don't like company.
Yeah.
So they're very skittish. And if there is a blue heron in your yard or by your stuff, another blue heron won't visit because they don't like the company of other blue herons. So you can buy blue heron statues.
Yep.
To put in your yard to scare away other blue herons from coming into your yard. So you can get a scare heron.
Yep, you could get a scare heron.
Yeah.
Oh, we found what kinds of things you could get. Like, they had, like, little, like, basically sprinklers that are motion detected, so it'll squirt the bird.
Really?
Yeah.
So what happens when you go in the backyard?
Well, if you don't turn it off, you get
You
squirt.
get squirt.
And all kinds of things that make noises, decoy animals that their eyes light up and stuff. All kinds of crazy things.
I really just wanted Jaymie to make a scare heron, like with straw on a stick, like like a scary, like with one eye hanging with buttons. That's what I really want you to make.
A scare heron.
Just this thing in the backyard.
Tell you what, you make it for me, and I'll put it in my backyard.
It's just like a thing with this beak.
So,
that's what I really wanted.
Yeah. Oh, and I got to meet Jana's Tarzan. Hi!
Oh, yeah, that's
Jane,
right.
She's Jana's Tarzan on Ravelry. She actually won one of our giveaways.
She bumped into you at Barnes & Noble,
yeah,
right?
We had to go to Barnes & Noble because there's a Barnes & Noble at the outside part of the mall.
Yeah, you have to go in the freezing cold to get there.
So I insisted that we go there. I had, like, in my arm, I had, like, a stack of books. I had Anna in hand. I'm walking, doo-doo-doo-doo. It's like crack to me. I'm like, I'm in a bookstore.
Yeah, she spent a lot of money in that bookstore.
I did. I love bookstores. I love books. Yeah, I love books.
So she bumped into you.
So I'm walking, doo-doo-doo-doo, trying to find my husband and my son because I took Anna, he took Caleb. We split because he had to get some book for college or whatever. I just got books for pleasure. I just wanted to read fiction.
At school.
Yeah. What school? I know not what school is. So I'm walking with my stack of books and Anna, like, let's go find Daddy. And I hear, Jaymie? And I'm like, I'm looking and I'm like, I don't know that person.
Aww.
And she's like, I watch your podcast. And I was like,
it's the best feeling.
Oh my god, I was so red. I was so flustered too. I feel so bad. I was so flustered. I'm sorry. I was like, hi.
Yeah, she texted me right away. She's like, I bumped into Jane. I'm like, oh my god, that's so funny. So I said to Seth, I was like, Jamie's really excited.
It's like, someone knew me.
Because getting recognized feels amazing.
And it wasn't even like at a yarn venue. It was in a bookstore.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was cool.
That is cool.
Hi, Jane.
Hi. Thanks for watching.
I didn't talk about that last time either. I've read a few books. Like,
oh, yeah. We
haven't
haven't talked about books in a while.
I read Divergent. I read The Fifth Wave. I feel like there was one other. I cannot remember now.
Because you got the next two installments of the Divergent series at the bookstore.
I did. So
I saw that.
They're sitting down there. So it's, what is it? Insurgent and Allegiant?
Yeah.
Probably not in that order. Allegiant goes first and then Insurgent? I don't know. I got the next two for the Divergent series, and I got the next Fifth Wave book, which is the Something C. And then I got the new Anne Rice book, because I love Anne Rice.
Yeah. You might have to read that to Seth.
Yeah. I have to read that to Seth.
My fiance does not read. He hates it. He hates it. But he likes Anne Rice. So we just have to read him stories.
Yep.
But that's it. We're done.
I think we're done.
We're done. We will see you guys next week, and we will have a lot more yarn. And we'll probably start some projects on the hush-hush. And join our KAL, and make sure you go down to Knitting a Love Songs podcast and join her KAL too. And our KAL. Yeah. I'm so excited, Lisa Mutch. Lisa Mutch! Yay! Thanks for watching, you guys. And if you like us, subscribe. And if you don't, then that's okay too. We understand that this podcast isn't for everybody. But yeah, we'd love you to subscribe. We'll see you next week.
Yep.
Bye.